Hello everybody, Mr. King here. So I'm going to go over what you're about to do for the rest of class on this Friday morning. We're going to work on the American Dream PBL. All of the PBL documents are inside of this folder I'm showing you. To refresh your memories, because it's been a while since we've talked about the PBL or done anything with it since before spring break, let's review exactly what we're doing in your American Dream PBL. So in English class, you're defining what the American Dream means to you while reading texts like Enrique's Journey related to the American Dream. In U.S. history, with Mr. Munoz, you're choosing a time period in which to examine the American Dream. In phase 2, which is what you're doing today, you are creating products that communicate what the American Dream means to you and how the American Dream has evolved since your chosen time period. I'll explain more about that in a sec. And the product that you and your team creates may range from a poem to a legal brief to a political speech to a video game design. So I'll explain again how you know what product you are doing. It's very important that the product be done and that it communicates something about the American Dream and the American Dream of the past, because the next step is to create a TED Talk articulating how the product that you create right now conveys the meaning of the American Dream, how the American Dream has evolved over time, and your own aspirations. Let's look at what specific product you'll be making. So, back into this folder, and we're going to be working on the PBL Product Draft 1 right now. So I click on it, and effectively in this document, you can see a description of what each product should be. So, for example, some of you are photographers, some of you are poets, some of you are lawyers. If you are on a photographer team, then you are creating a photo essay that shows the American Dream, that shows what the American Dream is now and what it was in your chosen time period. If you are on a poet team, you are writing a poem that demonstrates what you believe the American Dream is right now and what you believe the American Dream was in your chosen time period. So down here, depending on what your product is, you may either write in here or paste a link to a draft of your team's product. And then after that, simply describe down here, what does your product communicate about the modern American Dream? And what does your product communicate about the American Dream in your time period of choice? So if you choose the 1920s, down here you would say, our product communicates that the American Dream in the 1920s was blank. Or if your time period of choice is, the early 1800s, you would explain what your product communicates about the American Dream in the early 1800s. Right, so you might be wondering, what if I don't remember what group I'm in? Well, let me show you. So I also have in this folder the PBL groups. So just click on this doc, and in here you will see who is in your group and what product you are doing. Wow. So for example, German, Angel, and Edgar are all doing a game design. So they will be making a video game design that reveals something about the American Dream of the present and something about the American Dream in a time period of their choice. Each one of them needs to contribute in an equal fashion to the final game design. Yeah. Similarly, Helen, Kimberly, and Giovanni are all working together to create a poem that communicates something about the American dream in the present and something about the American dream in their chosen time period. You have a lot of creative freedom in terms of what your product looks like. So use that creative freedom and make something that you are really interested in. I will be available to answer questions on Schoology Messenger. And right now, Mr. Carreño is going to put you in breakout rooms with the people in your group. And you will use the rest of the period to collaborate with those people to either continue on, or perhaps, if you haven't started, start from scratch on your product that will communicate something about the American dream of the present and the American dream in your chosen time period. Okay. And one last word is that if your group member does not participate or is absent or just refuses to participate, then I'm not going to mark you down for that, but it is very important that everyone participate so that you learn how to collaborate with other people. Quality products get created when people work with each other. Okay. Have a great rest of the period. And now you're going to go into breakout rooms with the people on your teams.